Salute guys. Zibrumas to Maya. Back with another public service announcement. Gents, I hope you guys are feeling good this morning. Salute caps out there. Zibrumas to Maya. Back with another public service announcement. Obviously got myself, Mr. Maya, in the building, and we've got the ladies here. Obviously, I'm straight to the point. Hi, listen here. It's nice to finally have you here. This was a different table now.
Kyk hier, het voel weird hoor. Baie
Kicking,
Listen, this everywhere, so just I'm gonna give you a quick crash course. That one's for you guys, straight for you. That's for both of us, and that's all me. Everyone can get.
It's very bad.
Listen, I mean, I think by now people already know who you guys are, but I'm gonna allow you still for maybe even a wider audience to introduce yourselves real quick. Yeah?
I'm Emogan Moore, also known as nothing else, just Emogan Moore. I'm a famous drag queen from the hit TV show Beulah Queens van die Kaap, and also one of the podcast hosts for Straight to the Point.
Lovely.
My name is Maxine Wild, also a Beulah Queens van die Kaap queen, as well as a host on the hit.
Thank you very much. Yes.
Hits.
So my name is Chenal.
Zoals ik klaar met de intro. Roll the credits, baby. Say nog sê.
Straight to the point.
Go, my stick.
Okay, no.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Chenal, also known as Chenal LeCap, and also known as your pa's favorite.
Ja. Jouw pa, en jouw pa.
Also, we are hosts of the famous podcast known as Straight to the Point.
Lovely.
En alles wat hulle gesê het behalwe die Beulah.
Hoe kan het zo? Wat kleed je op Beulah?
Pikas, man.
Okay, I got you.
Just that.
Listen, we're gonna get straight into it. I mean, tell me, we're just gonna briefly get into the beginning of the Straight to the Point podcast. How did you guys come together? Like, you are gonna be the three people that's gonna do that show.
Oh, it's
Like-
fighting.
I just want to know because, like, I'm sure were there not other people that were interested? Were you guys friends before that, or like, you know what I mean?
I think it came from one of, I won't say who, but one of the people that worked on something.
Yes.
That saw us together when we were in your studio. And they
thing.
probably
Okay.
clicked there like, this is extra. And this could work as a three. So no one else was ever asked, or it was always just, this is the three.
The chosen one.
I think it's also just people seeing, or the people that asked saw how we would have that banter and just talk.
The synergy between the three of you guys.
At
Yes.
my place or anywhere actually. We'll go out for lunch and then you will have exactly what we do on Straight to the Point. So I feel like it was just what we do is talking kak and giving our views and opinions. And now we're sitting on a podcast.
Listen, and like I feel like I want to ask you like so much stuff, but I feel like maybe you already explained it already on your podcast by now. You probably spoke about it already, man. Okay, so then let's talk about the drag part. So when did that part start, or like the transition?
Okay, so now you have to be.
Very
It's two
specific.
different things, nah?
Yes,
So
okay.
trans is
Yes.
what.
I said the transition just mean the change. I just mean like
Nee, maar ek gaan nou
to
alles
start
explain.
doing the drag. Don't worry, we're gonna get to you. Don't worry, we're going to get to you.
So this is drag, strictly drag.
Okay, drag. Because we started with drag.
Dat kan jy maar nog maar.
Yeah.
I started drag in 2013.
2013, okay.
Ik heb uitgekomen so maar guns blazing, so maar pageants gewen, eerste keer.
Thank you.
I was the girl from the get-go.
Yes.
With a cock face, but I was still the girl.
But now, also, before I even get on there, was there any person that inspired you to do what you're doing?
I did have a drag mother.
Okay.
It's one of the first bigger Miss Gay Western Capes.
Okay.
Figured queens. Zila Naoki, she's my drag mother.
Yes.
So she took me under her wing, and then from there it was just go for gold.
Okay. Let's go.
God, ek weet nie wat jy.
You started
We started more or less the same time.
Yes.
So it's about
2013.
2013. Yeah, that's when we started. God, ek was al die skool al in drag al.
Okay.
So it's I don't think I always wanted a drag mother. I don't have one, so that's why it's like I'm mother queen to
Everyone.
a lot of
Yes.
drag queens.
Yeah.
So I think like plus minus 13 years.
13 years. Okay.
And myself, I'm fairly new to the scene. They are seasoned.
Season,
You
yes.
know? Ola.
Ola.
And I've been doing
You have one of those.
One of those.
I ate that.
I ate that.
doing drag now since 2022, 2023.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So fairly new, but also I'm still eating bitches up on a daily basis. And I started off as a dancer, you know, dancing cut. And I danced backup for Queen.
Yes.
Danced backup for Queen.
Just so you know.
I fell in love with the art form, and I became a drag queen under the wing of my drag mother, Maxine Wild.
Lovely. Now listen to you. So, someone is the prerequisite to have a drag mother? Like, should you have? Like, or does it help?
It helps.
It
Yes.
does help. It does help, but you really don't need one. Obviously, it's amazing to have that guidance from someone. If you don't have something, it's amazing to be able to go to someone to ask. Just pardon me that week. What do you suggest?
Yes.
What type of foundation, performance-wise? So it's always great to have that person or people that you can ask. But also, like I told you, I don't have a drag mother, but I had a lot of drag sisters, and sisters is just as important. So I feel like you can always just ask someone that's closest to you or like a sister.
Okay, I got you. And now, when it comes to obviously getting into drag, is that like, for some people, is it the time to like, I don't know, like, let's say you have another person inside of you that, like, is that a performance just, or is it like, some people really are that? Like, you know what I mean? What's the difference between it? Is it I'm going to do an act today, I'm going to do a show for someone, as opposed to, this is actually what I feel like I really am? Like, is there a difference? Is there a difference between the two?
Yes, there is. So I feel like, firstly, what am I being booked for?
Okay.
Say someone is asking us, Kiki, doen gou a Lizzo of doen gou Whitney Houston of doen gou dat. That is embodying that person
Okay,
you want
yes.
me to be. But I feel like for us, it's when we go on stage, we love what we do. So it's just us going there, doing what we want to do, and we know the crowd is going to love what we produce.
Yes.
So I wouldn't say that it's an extension of a being, but it's
Yes.
still authentically us.
Us.
Okay.
So it's not a Beyonce thing where I say no, change the sassafras.
Yes, that's okay.
It's
That's
not for me or us.
yes.
Yeah.
It's still who we are, what we are here is still what we're going to be on stage.
Yes.
And a
What
lot
kind
of
of
people
difference?
always assume that, okay, when you in and out of drag, it's completely different.
Different.
Yes, we look completely
different.
different.
Yes.
But it doesn't necessarily mean that our demeanors or the way we interact with people of alles can change. It's still the
Do you
exact
feel like
same
you-
feel-
person.
For me, personally, I feel like it's my alter ego. You know,
Okay.
The enhanced side of
So dis is your fears, guys.
very that.
Verstaan je nou?
So you have Chenal on a daily, you have Chenal LeCap, which is the fierce, competitive,
Yes.
tangigating. So you get Chenal, which is normal, that's amazing. But then you get my alter ego, which is me when I perform and put myself in that space. Knowing, jy moet klaarmaak, nou.
Jy moet klaarmaak, yes.
Ons is te oud op dit.
Ik kan niet nog.
Om nou te weet, ja, wie gaan ik nou, wie is ik nou daar?
As an art form, we have to understand the art form. It's not
100%.
us on a day-to-day basis. I'm not going to be in drag every day.
Okay. Now, the reason I also asked, because I also watched Beulah, and I watched a few of the episodes, and then obviously you get this time where the people are in drag versus the parts where they're not in drag.
Yes.
And then it's like you're talking to two completely different people.
100%.
Besides look-wise, but it's not, I'm talking about the energy. It's also not the same. I'd be like,
Die
and then
van de
after it's
showdown,
just
right?
like, no, you know, I've been doing drag for about 16 years now. And then on the drag zone, it's like, this is someone else. You know what I mean? So that's why I asked the question, was it anything of the same for you guys growing up? And now, with you guys doing drag, I mean, from the early days, was this the original thing that you were going to go for? Or like, was this the initial idea?
I don't think anyone, when they start something.
And
Yes.
specifically here in Cape Town,
Yes.
and 13 years, 15 years, 20 years ago, I think we all just want to get booked. I
Yes.
feel like we all just want to get booked. We all just want to win a big pageant. I feel like that was the narrow-mindedness of what was possible.
Okay. So you telling me it was about money in the beginning also?
It was more about
Bookings and like being on stage. Rankings. Okay.
Rankings,
Okay. Now I'm just asking.
How big is
It's
it? No, please
Yeah,
ask.
ik wil fit.
Please ask.
And
Yeah.
it's always going to be about the money.
That too. But back then it was more about how famous are you and a title.
Well known are you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ken me
Yeah.
say your name. So
Okay.
But really, we couldn't dream about being
where
on
it's gonna
TV.
go?
Yes.
Like, ons was net happy as iemand vir ons interview vir die koerant.
Quran.
Ja,
You're just to be in there.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was like being in the zone of the voice. That
It
was
was a
huge
moment.
thing. But like now, it's like I think things are more advanced.
Yes.
And
Yes.
like it's just so amazing the the endless possibilities of where drag can take someone.
Okay, look, now I don't want to put anybody on a pedestal here, but I'm just asking, no? Were there any people that you guys were looking up to, like before you started, or anyone that you thought like, I think I can do that also? Like, were there people that were like, let's say, you remember 2013? Was there any people prior to that you kind of were watching and were like, ik ging die gaat is kwaai. Ik kan nog gelijk doen. Like, were there any people? Can you see? I knew this question. I knew this is a tough for you.
I'd say no.
I'm not. All I'm gonna say is
Yes.
yes, there was. I'm not gonna say names. There were people where I'm
Okay.
like, God,
Yeah.
this one is for
Why?
fuck.
Yes.
Do I think that they are for fuck right
Now.
now?
Now, this is my question. Do we ever get to a point where it's like your idols become your rivals?
Ooh.
That's
No,
actually quite what you know, because that is exactly, I won't say rivals.
No, this is
but
like
I
this
would
is an
say,
old hip hop thing already.
Yeah.
It's almost like you meet someone, I look up to
You
you,
know?
and then I get on a level as well. And now it's almost like this Jai, and then
This
you're
Jai,
like,
I know of, yeah.
and now it's like you maybe feel like this person was like the idol starts to feel intimidated by your praises now. Now it's almost like this die nuwe mense.
no, ach,
No,
nuwe
I know, but
idols.
this happens in all spheres.
100%.
That's why I'm asking. Yeah.
Do you know, if I could just add to that, I think it's more of having idols and you're asking for assistance or guidance and
Okay.
they're helping you and they're so like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna help you, I wanna help you. But when you reach a certain level, it's like,
That's what I'm talking about.
uh-uh.
Okay, so you guys have experienced this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel like also the public raak kwaad. I think it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was I saying, Novia?
Was it?
The
When the student,
Yes.
something
There
like
we
that.
go.
The master. Okay, I got it.
Yes.
So it's a thing of, fuck you, who can,
Yeah.
can be for you helping.
But then they said that the best teacher is the one where the student outdoes him because that's the idea of a teacher. You want your students to be better than you
100% like that.
in all spheres again.
But the idol it from my next teaching, it was a person I saw and I was like,
Yes.
but now it's emphasis.
Kalau idol was over Beyonce, man, di ba prata?
Let's say that then.
We can go with that.
So now then, within what you guys do you feel like is there any like I don't know much about it. Like, is there any jealousy amongst other drag queens or like let's say not you guys in general, the whole?
Almost definitely. I can nou hier sit en sê mense is jaloers op wie ewen die attacks.
Yes.
It
does
I
happen.
think it's everywhere.
Remember, Jay, haal nou geld weg van my sakke. So,
Okay.
And also because there are not enough spaces for drag queens to work.
Okay.
So it's very specific, very small. This community is very big when it comes to drag, but the opportunities, it's not there.
Yeah.
So for all of us to work 7 days a week, it's impossible. God ons werk net van a Thursday to a Sunday. And it's really hard for drag queens to make this a career, a full-time job.
Is that a South African problem? Is that a Cape Town problem?
It's a-
Like,
it's a-
do you
it's a-
feel like the industry is not that big
It's a
yet,
South
or
African
what?
problem.
It's in the whole of Africa.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's drag. You're just not able to make a living off of drag right now.
Yes.
Maybe there is a few that's making a living.
No,
Yes.
but can they buy a house?
Well, that
No.
Can they
okay.
buy a car?
I can nie.
So you see, it's not a
Ek dink mense
possibility.
dink ons maak klompe geld.
No, but we don't know. That's why we must ask, like, how it
There's
works.
amazing work out there.
Yes.
There are amazing work out there, but it's not constant.
yeah.
That's the issue.
Come once in a while.
Now, let's say, like, when it comes to things like shows or people wanting to do interviews and things like that, do you feel like stuff like that, number one, helps like educate people, or do you sometimes feel like that's like an exploitation of what you guys do? When I say exploitation, like, I actually just want to speak to you because I feel like die mense is te skierig genoeg om to find out more.
Almost definitely.
Yes.
Ne? We know when people want to use us.
Yes.
We know by now.
Yeah.
We know.
It's also like drag is evolving right now. A lot of people are jumping on that drag
Bandwagon.
bandwagon. For us, it's still, we see it, but we still have the say in what comes out of our mouth. And
Okay.
how we educate.
Ja, jy vir ons use vir ons of ja. Ons benefit ek have nou iets.
Baby,
uit
we've been
jou
seen.
use.
Our voices are being heard. Our
Yes.
voices are being seen. So any platform is great. It's what we make from that platform.
Yeah.
Okay, now apart from drag, let's talk about sexual orientation. Nee, so because this is the drag. No, listen, the drag is one thing because I understand that obviously this is work, this is stuff. But I'm talking about you as individual people. I mean, I don't know if I didn't want to ask this kind of question.
Don't do that.
But like,
Fra.
so the question was like, do you guys have pronouns for yourself? Like, do you have your own pronoun now? Like how did it start to where it is right now, kind of thing?
I think ek is die ene wat baie gechange het. né?
Yes.
Compared to where I was, pronouns en goed. Ek lewe nie vir 'n stukkie pronoun.
No, I get it.
About it. For me, it's just wie jy is wie jy is. Ek gaan nie nog tyd hê oor alles.
Look,
But now that I am the person I am,
Yes.
now I understand where it comes from. I don't. Sometimes when ek say sy nie, well,
Sy.
don't want to, or sometimes I don't want to be known as him.
Yes.
I just want to be known as Emogan.
Yes.
Or whoever. Because ek identify nie as a man of a vrou nie.
Okay.
I'm just me.
Yes.
So for them,
No,
it's
I understand
completely
that.
different. They are identifying as females.
Okay.
So they want to be called she.
But it's sorry, go baby.
It's en jy kan comment. Nee, wag vir jou comment.
Ek wag
Yes.
vir julle. Ek wag-
Yeah.
The thing is, for myself, and I can't speak for Chenal, it's the other trans or any
Yes.
trans woman. For me, I'm just not as sensitive.
Yes.
Yes, I want to be called she, her. But if you're gonna call me anything, it doesn't affect
doesn't
me.
okay.
That is your ignorance. It's fuck all to do with me.
Yes.
Because I know who I am as a woman, and your comments not gonna define my womanhood.
Yes.
I totally agree because I've been called a lot of names while growing up. So you calling me whatever you want to call me, it doesn't affect me anyway because I'm still that bitch.
And
Yes.
van ons julle was gelyksfeit mos hier.
Ja.
So mense is different.
Yes.
So some people would want to be dis week as en jy gaan net so as en jy gaan net
Yeah.
and ons is baie laid back. So
Yes.
it doesn't phase us. And also we don't want to fight for any trans people or any
Okay.
gender non-conforming people. Van das ons weer die voet geskiet because why we said something wrong or dis hoe ek identify nie. So it's always going to be a thing of Daisy, who ek wil lewe.
Now you say that now with regards to, let's say, the amalgamation of all the LGBTQI community, right? So this is the community. Do you guys see yourself as part of that community, or you just
100%.
yes?
Most
100%.
Guys, said that very fast. Relax. Settle down.
most
Settle down. Settle down.
Jy weet mos ook.
Myra.
Relax.
Myra.
Now the reason I ask is because again, in terms of what you just said before, that I've spoken to a lot of people and I say, listen, are you part of the LGBTQ community? They're like, no, I'm not. I'm just me, like that kind of thing. I'm not saying so that like I'm not part of the whole fan club. I'm just this is who I am. I actually spoke to I'm gonna be honest with you. So I spoke to this woman, and I can't get to her name right now.
Don't mention names.
Right? Anyways, sy sê, "Why hier man? Ek is 'n lesbian en ek is lesbian al die jare. Ek is die pad, she's over 60. Ek is 'n oula kat, ek is die tyd verdien nie. This is who I am. I'm not part of the community. I have no pronouns. This is just fucking me." So now, I get that now. I just want to know, is that the same premise of different people within the community, or does everyone have a different?
I think it's when people say I'm not part of the community, as amper soos ek hang nie uit in spaces waar hulle is nie. I don't do the pride. I don't
Yes.
do the gay clubs. I think it's people that's just ek is op die scene.
But would it be a problem if you're not part of it and still? I'm just asking.
Because at the end of the day, they got an
Jy is and
Yes.
LGBT.
Yes.
So
For me, it's and I see this a lot with trans women. They will never hang out in a queer space because they're always too afraid of being outed. And I feel like it's okay to have that mindset. That's a you thing. It's fuck all to do with us. But even when you saying you don't want to be a part of this community,
Yes.
you are a part of this.
You are
community.
part of it by default.
So
Yes.
when shit goes down,
Ah.
van Trump nou die goed cancel en jy kan nou nie jou pille kry nie.
Sy's
You're
part van dit.
all in this, baby girl.
Okay.
gaan jy nou stryd ry.
Yes.
Wat nou? Verstaan jy? So it's like, girl, even though you say you're not part of this community, that's fine.
It's
That's
like
fine.
it's like
Don't
saying
say
I'm
No,
not
but
a
it's still,
colored.
as I can see, I'm not part of my family.
I'm not a
I see my
colored.
family, but it's your family.
Ek is
Baas
nie 'n
van
colored nie.
Christmas.
Verstaan jy nou? Yes.
I don't ek is nie 'n colored nie. Ek doen nie die colored culture nie, maar jy is 'n klora.
Yes.
As part van die culture.
Plain and simple.
You just some things you can't escape.
Yeah.
As man of net wat dit is.
This is the question I had for you guys yesterday. I told you I had a question
Yeah,
I want to
you
ask you.
did.
No,
You said
so,
keep it,
this
yeah.
is what I don't know. So now I now, because a community must now exist. And we understand this is the establishment, this is the community. If I have a problem, right, with someone that happens to be trans, gay, lesbian, whatever, one of them, no? If I have a problem with that person specifically, and I air my views about how I feel about you, why does that become the
attack.
community?
Nou sien jy nou waar almal part van die community is.
No, that's what I'm saying. So because the thing is, jy kan 'n poes whatever just a man, a
Exactly.
vrou, swart, what it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
So when someone
love this.
because when someone comes from me, right? You're not fighting the whole Muslim community, the whole colored community. It's you and me.
Exactly.
So ek kan nou almal sê, yes, kan almal die tablighies en almal die mense uitkom en sê, ons is nou dit en die. This is my personal thing. So let's say I personally, there's someone in my mind, I think, ek sal jou moeder klap gee, but then it's you homophobic.
Yeah.
So I want to know where do we draw the line between it's an attack on the community and it's an attack on it's me defending myself against somebody else.
It's always a
I
tough
don't understand
situation.
why it's attack on the community. If I have
Yes.
a problem with someone, I have a problem with you. I say, hey, me, you, BC, goed te sê, as ek en jy.
Yes.
But you know, also mense as klein drink.
Now
Yeah.
that's
Plain
yeah.
and simple.
Yeah. It's also the narrow-mindedness of people, and
Yes.
it's also that thing of being part of this community and having each other's backs. Try to understand where the person is coming from that has an issue with the individual that might be queer.
Yes.
And that's the issue. Our community is very quick to jump. But to me, it's if it's for the right reason, jump, baby.
Yeah.
But try to think first
Before you attack.
what's happening
Before.
and then, because I read about it so much where trans people are getting attacked or gay people are getting attacked. Now, to me, it's a thing of I don't believe in that. But what did that person do? Is it specifically because of their queerness?
Yes.
Or did they do something?
Yes.
So that's just my thing with that.
Ek is faal, is onnodig.
Wow.
Jy wil nou nie part van die community is.
But that was just my part.
Nou iets gebeur, nou wil jy jou point views en gister het jy gesê jy's die party.
Look.
Nou wil jy praat.
sorry, it's this one specific trans person. She was in a queer space and she never comes to queer spaces.
Yes.
And there was an issue, and then she ran to the community. This person is transphobic.
Okay.
But wat het gebeur?
Yes.
Toe was dit nie jy het vir jou chest gehou and
Toe.
it was an issue, and then he said things, and now it was like, now I'm going to turn to my community. So you're only going to turn to your community when
When you need help, yeah.
in danger or something.
So like let me come and make it like a weird example. Let's say I'm a heterosexual straight male, right? So somebody from who happens to be gay or trans decides to touch me inappropriately. As an example, nee gee jou moer se klap
Jy's
because
ever
Dat
keertie.
is verkeerd, hè?
now said he is homophobic, he's transphobic. I say but I told you you push because jy doen nie hy nie. Any human being, in fact, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter what, whether that's so again, I'm going back to the same thing. Like we need to be able to draw the line between
Yes.
it's a community thing versus, but jy vat nou push.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you get people that say stuff en maar wat het jy gedoen vir die community?
Yes.
Jy so fight for the rights of maar wat het jy gedoen vir die community? Jy's altyd daar as 'n gestryere is of jy meng jou bek in as dit hier is of daar is. But what did you do? What are you
Yes.
contributing to this community that you're fighting for? You don't even know the backstory. Jy weet nie die man was aan sy pil gevat nie.
Yes.
But jy defend nou die gertie. Hy's
Yes.
It's
not
so
even
weird.
about gay or trans rights
Yes.
or lesbian rights. It's
Okay,
just
so-
human rights.
rights.
Human rights, yeah.
That's the issue. It's that people are too, and this is where the labels thing come in. Also, stuff vinnig om te jump. Just focus on what's right for all humans and not what's an attack against a certain
Yeah.
label.
Look, and I mean, I even see people on Facebook right now. There's different fights happening around. It was like,
most
where's the
definitely.
allies? Where's the allies? We need allies. You know what I mean? And then I look at this, I'm like, but I mean, if you said something rude and someone says, look, whatever people are gonna use as, how can I say, insults, you can go and be whatever you want. If someone's gonna attack you based on your appearance or let's say you trans, someone say, yeah, but jy's a man. And then it's like, then I'm saying now, if they say something like that, and you're like, yeah, but jy's not a park, but so now people are always gonna have this banter of insults between each other. Again, does those insults make you transphobic? Does it make you homophobic? Because then what does insults from the other side mean? Do you know what I mean?
I get what you're saying. That's a bit contradictory.
The same way.
Yeah. No, I was trying to make sense
It's
of
the
it.
same like you say, where do you draw the line?
Yes.
Want jy noem maar nou vir my name, maar nou as ek nou vir jou name noem, jy's 'n man, jy's 'n dit, jy's 'n daai, dan
Yes.
heeltemal verkeerd.
I don't personally think that calling someone a name specifically means that they are trans or
Transphobic.
homophobic.
But people take it like that. I'm sorry.
I don't
They
feel
do.
it is. I feel like if you have a actual hate or dislike towards trans or queer people,
And you show it.
and you kind of feel fatty. No, now remember you said you're speaking about the individual. Now I'm talking about everyone.
Yes.
Then I would say you are transphobic or homophobic.
If you pick up, as I'm not going to say, the man said, "Don't you answer my baby."
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't you answer the child? Fools can run. You might
Yeah.
Yes.
face the consequences, and if it comes to that, stand up business. One child can't found.
Yes.
Is what it is.
Because you can't expect
Yeah.
sunshine and roses if you didn't give it in the first place.
100%. So now, I mean, have you guys ever experienced any other fights or tiffs with anyone, whether we happen to be straight or like, I don't know, have you had any fights or like back and forth with people?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Okay, good.
But face
Yes.
to face,
Yes.
Face to face, yeah.
you trigger happy, ne?
Face to face.
Yes.
Face-
Okay.
Face to face.
Face to face.
En I sê staan as staan julle twee een kant. Dis my business.
This is my business. Okay.
Maar as ek
It's
julle
a-
intek,
Yes.
dan
Showtime.
Okay.
It's just, do you know what it is? It's as trans women constantly have to prove your womanhood. No?
Yes.
And and men will challenge that. They will still see you as a man.
Okay.
When it's very obvious. I'm not a man,
Yes.
but the fact that jy wil nou vir my, jy wil not die bag wees, jy wil nou die
Yes.
macho man wees.
Okay.
I'm gonna do something about that. If you are disrespecting me, trying to touch me, trying to attack me, I'm not gonna just stand there.
In
Ek
that
gaan vir jou
feeling.
boel.
Okay. Yes.
Also,
I'm gonna do what I have to do. En ek gaan nie 'n klap of 'n krap wees nie.
jy forces me so kwaai, Mr. Man,
Mr. Man.
By your printer.
Mr. McFlurry.
No, I.
Baby.
Yes.
And also, that's we try to avoid most of these things.
Yes.
Most people are
But people
unnecessary.
will challenge you.
And
Yes.
when it comes like that, and you attack me, wat moet ek doen? Fuck off.
No.
So now, listen. So now, what happens in this case, right? You get into a fight with a woman right now, and Jay slut for her. In our South African courts, what does that look like?
We all
I
know
will
that.
warn someone a few times.
Nee, but let's say you went
Yeah,
you went
you
past
went
them. This is hypothetical.
Ek
It's
het
not
nog klaar
happening.
van hulle geattack.
Yes, but it's now a group girls now. What now? Opgegroeid girls all their life and Jay Moore for her. What does that mean?
It don't us as trans girls, we won't go to that extent to put irons on someone.
No, I know you won't. It's hypothetical.
You know, there are a lot of trans rights and rights that that plays out when it reaches that point.
Yes.
I don't think we are. I'm not 100% sure.
No, if you don't know, you don't have to talk
I'm
with it.
not
It's
100%
questions
sure.
I have.
Mano, I assume
It's gonna be a case
it's
against
gonna
you.
it's gonna be a case against.
We're assuming
Yes.
omdat ons system nou sue us,
Yeah.
you probably is gonna end up in jail.
Yes.
Locked up in jail.
Like you,
jail.
but we definitely won't be. We definitely won't be with other male inmates.
Yeah. We
Yes.
will, be on
But it's also depending on what the situation was or the law.
Yes.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, Jay weet as ek nou vir sy gaan klap.
Yes.
Wat gaan gebeur met my?
Yes.
That is what it is. Even
Look-
say,
Now, I don't know if you guys saw this recently, what Donald Trump done in the US. He basically said anyone who's considered queer or trans who's currently in prison, like because basically the rights had been
Yeah.
such a level that even if you are queer or you are a trans woman, you could be in prison with other women.
Yeah.
Right? That has been abolished. I mean, he's done with that now. So now, do you think that would be like, is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know.
That's a bad thing.
Yes.
Because now you are putting trans women in prison with men.
Yes.
ja, so paar trans girls was sal lewe vir daai moment.
Yes.
Number one suspect.
I just think it's bad because now just so much shit is going to happen. There was like I'm assuming it was there were peace because everyone was in the right place. But now it's gonna fuck up everything.
But now listen.
Hoeveel Jay? What do you think
Before I go on,
about
but one of the reasons why this thing also happened is also because some of the female inmates got pregnant.
No verstaan
But
jy?
now-
You know what I mean?
No
So now,
verstaan
look,
jy?
it's maybe it's an isolated thing. Maybe it's one or two people that it happened, right? But it happened. So now people go, oh, so you say you're a woman, but
So not.
there's something.
That's why I feel
You
like
see what I
have
mean?
everyone in their own specific section.
Yes.
Moenie meng nie van hulle gebeur die goed. Van sit hulle vir my by die bad moment. And then ik switch over Maxine, but the first moment.
That will, yes.
I just very much just leave us, have a segregation
I think
for
it's
everyone.
causing unnecessary chaos.
Yes.
Yeah.
Het maakt alles kapot in elkaar.
Yeah.
Maar daar is alle bezigheid.
Yes.
Daar is alle
No, it's, I mean, I feel this is just general questions
Yeah.
that me as
But
a
what is your
person-
thought on it?
Look, I don't know, man. I don't know, but because at the end of the day, I'm for and against at the same time.
Yeah.
Because let's say if let me be hypothetical, it's just my sister happened to be in prison, and someone who's trans, who's supposed to be a woman, made up pregnant, said, "I'm gonna fuck that." Do you know what I mean? Like,
But now I have a question.
look,
What
let's just say down. I'm not saying it wasn't consensual.
Ik
Again,
weet- ik weet.
let's just say it wasn't
Wat
consensual.
is het een vrouw, een biologische vrouw is, that raped the trans woman. And she forced herself onto the trans woman.
Again, we don't know.
don't
That's
know.
also that's also an
We
interesting
don't
thing. We
know.
don't know.
What is
Yeah.
a lady that loves sharks? That's the better was buyer.
Open-minded.
Open-minded.
Ah.
And now, okay, with what you guys do. So now you must understand. I also born and raised Cape Town, South Africa, right? So I come from a very, let's say, colored Muslim background. So now you know, obviously, with Islam, they're gonna say, listen, this is haram, it's not right. So now you guys don't live in that barrier of religion because we can use Christianity as well,
Yeah.
and we can say no, but the Bible says this. But I would like to know, can you be a trans or queer person and still fully love your faith?
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
I've been at a show where it's only a queer space for Muslim people.
Okay, that's interesting. Tell me about
I
that.
can't remember what it was
Yeah.
called, but I'll get it again. So I performed at a space where it's just for queer Muslims celebrating themselves. So I do think that being who you are doesn't really determine if you believe in God,
God,
or
yes.
not believe in God. I still pray every single day.
Okay.
Even as I knew worry.
Yes.
Of for whatever reason die predikant gesê het, hy gaan jou nooit worry. At least I know my faith.
Yes.
So it's a thing of as jy secure in your faith and you secure in your LGBTQness,
Yes.
then is it all good to go.
100%.
No, I asked that because I mean, these days, I mean, you even know with interviews like this, just in general, allemaal dink hulle is God these days. I mean,
Really?
So that I know that because it's gonna be like, yeah, but you queer, so I don't like you going to hell. But then it's like, yeah, but you murder people and eat your wife, but you not going. So
Yeah.
like, I don't get it. Like, are there degrees to say like this is more bad or this is more bad? Like, so jy kan 20 mense doodmaak,
Sinning.
I just
but you know what I mean?
Yeah. I just feel everyone is entitled to their own opinion.
yes,
And that's okay. Like, live your life. Like, it's okay for you to dislike me. It's okay.
But like we
Love your
always
life
say-
and allow others to
always
love
say
you.
it. Always say
but
it.
I wish we lived in that world. No, I honestly do because
But we don't.
I've had this conversation so many times. I spoke about something like this online a few actually around last year sometime where I was like, guys, you must understand that two people's minds or groups of people is never gonna think the same.
100%.
Like if what Christians believe, the Muslims don't believe. What Buddhists believe, the you know what I mean? So it's gonna be like, yeah, but they didn't do that. Yeah, but that's what they believe. So like, why don't we live in a world where like you okay, like if that's what you wanna do, then okay. Then you do that and I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna tell you what you doing is wrong because there's no moral compass again. And with if you think you're gonna use things like religion, even you're gonna use things like just my upbringing, whatever. Glo jy wat jy wil glo en nou weer lekker.
Yeah.
That's what I personally think that I think that for the longest time, you know what I mean?
But opinions are like assholes.
Yes.
Everyone has one, and they full of shit.
Do you guys ever speak? I mean, do people ever say any wild stuff online still?
Oh,
today?
yes.
Still? Is it still?
Yes.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Huh?
It's
Not
all
even
WhatsApp,
online
WhatsApp,
anymore.
baby.
Okay.
Was one of goed taal.
People, I walked past someone and they called me a man. And
Okay.
I was like, yes, baby. Yes. Stunning.
Yes.
I think people
Yeah.
also community moenie dinge so ernstig vat nie. As iemand vir jou uit jou naam uitroep, so be it. We've been being called out of our name all our life. It means nothing. Moenie so sensitive as nie. As jy so diep.
I know but South Africans are very sensitive.
Very.
It is.
Very sensitive.
You just need to know who they are. I think know you are. Start loving yourself. And that is going to be a shield to block out all that negativity. Want wat gaan jy
You
nou
also
sê?
get a lot of hate from
Yes.
the community.
No, from not even just like I mean from anyone. You know what I mean? It's not even like resulting in just one thing. It's like, this, vandaag is julle kwaad, vandaag is julle kwaad.
Maar hulle weet jy, hoe meer hulle kwaad raak, hoe meer trend ons.
But I mean, we see this on a daily basis. Look, I've had many guests and people like, yes, why is this person on the show? I said, listen, I'm a journalist, Lovey. So, I speak to every single person. And you know what, also, it's something that's already in me to be super unbiased about anything. I have my own belief systems, which I believe in. But that doesn't hamper who I speak to, people. I just like, as was all human beings. I fucking treat everyone like human beings. You know what I mean?
And you haven't treated us in any different way
since
we've met you. So, give me your opinions.
Now, with that being said, so now, obviously you get people that are like that are homophobic or they are transphobic, right? This is a question I had for somebody else as well. I've also seen this along the way. Those people that are like super angry,
Of course.
Now, so because the thing is, you hate this thing so much, as that jy so bang dat jy naby gaat kom. Have you guys seen this in real life?
Na 12 is alles mooi.
Okay.
Na 12.
Okay.
So there's a lot of guys that
Yes.
be in your DMs.
Yes.
En hulle advocate for I'm moet straight is. Jy's
yes.
binne in die DMs, jy's daar.
Was that in jou?
Look, it's sad, but you also need to understand, okay, where's this person coming from? Why is this? And I love asking myself, and sometimes I ask these individuals, where's this coming from? Because either are you a closeted gay person or a trans person, or is it that you are in a happy marriage, but now you have this thoughts of being with a queer person or trans person.
Yes.
Maar jy kan nou net nie uit daai kom om nou daar te gaan nie. So it's there's soveel scenario's.
There's so many things, but nou is jy kwaad.
So nou is jy net befak vir die hele wêreld.
My sister, ek gaan nie nog vir jou vra, are you there? Vir wat kom jy van my?
For what? Yes.
Ek gaan nog vir jou vra, are you
No, ek moet nou altyd, ek wil weet where is this coming from? Because there are so many straight men that are open and interested in trans women.
Yes.
But they are not going to showcase it to the world.
Again, so now I've experienced this even with people that I know, and then like I've seen them so angry. They're like, maybe then why you feel? I say, I don't fucking care. Do whatever you want because, but you angry. But it seems like it's your thing, man.
There's something going on there.
To vraag of him now, as you bitchy Sunni.
I think
we would never know.
Yes,
but we do know. Hoe sal jy so kwaad is?
But now, if you're a closeted gay person, is it would it be okay for you to out that person or should you not?
No.
That's what I'm asking.
You should never out
it.
Because it's not a nice thing to be outed. I don't think anyone deserves
Maar ons gaan so praat.
Ja, ons gaan skinnig vir jou.
As a Bible.
Trust me, honey, we know, but I don't think they should be outed. But it was just fucking, man, you have one life to live. If marriage, if it's a weekie, my angel, no, you know.
But like you said, the religion coming into play.
Yes, all those
How
things.
you grew up coming into play.
Yeah.
Anyone else can be a morphie, maar nie in my huis.
Yeah, in my eyes. Yes.
Ek hou van hulle buite, maar nie.
Look, I tell you this now. I actually know somebody, right? Who's currently now. I'm not mentioning names. I'm just ek deel nou met julle. So, anyways, nou hy is getroud met even met sy vrouentjie en met sy kindertjies en sy klein kindertjies en hy sê maar laat pad. Pira as die vrou nou miskien op holiday, dan sê jy net Mabels in die huis nou. En hy sê met die Mabels en hulle doen hulle goede almal saam. We don't have what. Look, I'm not the fly on the
Hey, David, so goed.
Can I just say, if there's something that I just want to say.
Yes, go for it.
As trans women, we are a feminine female being. There is nothing queer about being a trans woman.
Yes.
So to me, it's if you are a straight man and you find any female beings attractive and there's an interest, now if it's a biological woman, if it's a trans woman, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. So I just feel like men should just try and open their minds more to all women, and that's trans women included, and not by what they see or what they assume that you have down there. Just get to know the person and then you'll be
Fine.
open-minded.
Look, but now I get it 100%, but obviously now you get normal people like, so no, God said Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. En allemaal die goede. Julle moes hy goed gewal. Julle moes gekak gewal. So that's what I'm saying. That's not on that part. So now, whether we're going to call it upbringing, whether we're going to call it indoctrination, whether we're going to call it whatever you want to call it, because for different people it's going to be different things. Hulle was maar nou so geleer.
And that's okay. It's okay. But just ask yourself.
Ja, maar als ik zo opgegroeid het, how am I going to change it?
Yes.
I'm just saying,
By living
ask
your own
yourself.
life.
Yeah.
Ask yourself, is this what people want for me? Or is this what my community is going to judge me on?
Yeah.
Or is this what makes me happy?
And educate yourself then.
Yeah, yeah.
Look, I mean, there's that. I mean, some people even go to the list of bestiality, but let's not get into that. You know what I mean? which is something completely different. Ek ken nou
As so mense wat weet wat hy is nie.
Wel, ek ken iemand wat in 'n verhouding is met 'n hond. en ek praat nie van 'n man wat 'n hond is, ek praat van
Kakapo. Kaka.
Dan
But
het
now
jy
listen,
gekry.
so now you say something like that, and I'm gonna say now, why are you being beastophobic?
Jay.
Verstaan jy nou? But that's no, it's anders. You being beastophobic. But I can say, but that's in your mind because that's how you were raised. You see what I mean? How we can have the contrast of views. But hulle kan dieselfde nou sê, verstaan jy nou?
I do apologize. I don't get offended. Mao.
Hy is maar weer 'n fucking wyn. It's a rapper and doste wat iemand sê wou.
Die fucking hele zoo. Kyk op die zoo, you were like watching porn.
You know what?
By the Discovery Channel.
Each to their own.
Do you see out?
Each to their own.
Now, can you see this? Like, if you had a certain moral compass that said, look, that's taking it too far. Now, other people's are shorter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I mean.
Dis die difference. Oh, hond kan nie ja sê, hond kan nie nee sê.
I agree nie.
Of hy wys hy kry lekker nie of nie
Jy
lekker
het
nie.
gesien, daar was klomp goed online, waar hulle sê, die man het weer die honde opgeklim wat aan die hok gevisit. En the lambs and the, whatever, die skaapjes wat daar rond.
Ek hou nou weer vandaan al my honde aan.
So it was a whole animal rights thing came in. So, but
Ja,
meneer,
maar hy's
jy kan nou nie fucking hondes op.
Ja.
Klim hondes op.
Wat nou ons kan nie val.
Yes. Daai vriende jy het gat daar onder water en sien die eiers kom uit.
Niks sê. No comment.
No comment.
comment.
But julle verstaan nou wat ek mean.
Yeah.
So now let's say if my measuring stick was jy gaan nie ver aan 'n vrou nie. So anything past that is like nee kan nie jy mal jy verstaan jy nou. So now that's what you must understand.
How now you see it goes both ways. Because
Yes.
how narrow-minded we are about the animals, that's how people might be about trans or queer issues.
Look, we can't compare the two, but was gaan nou nie sê as
You can't.
because I don't think we're gonna ever get to a level where we're gonna say that's fine
okay.
on a human level.
It's never gonna happen.
gaan
Ek sê altyd as iemand ja of nee kan
Yes.
sê, dan is dit different. Oh, en die katte kan nie ja
nie
of
nee
nee sê.
sê.
Okay. Did the cat consent?
Verstaan jy?
Meow, meow, say meow, tweaky. Meow, meow. If you don't consent, een blaf. Roof!
Oh, jare fout nie julle. SPCA nou weer voor. Julle SPCA is fout.
I probably will have nightmares tonight, but
Ek gaan jare
En mense maak nog geld daarvan. Oh.
Yeah.
Ja, mense maak nog geld daarvan.
But listen here, so now, I mean, again, we let's get back to what we talk about. You said like pronouns, it's not something. Would you say that being, even if it's a term, gender fluid, like where again, I'm neither man nor woman. I'm just like because you get this is also in the long list of pronouns. That's also one. It's just like I don't think I anything as vandag a man like for my as ik mijn home.
Ja.
Vandag a vrouw more because I had a friend again. I spoke to him. I was like, so. Look, the only reason I also the pronouns because they become a huge American thing that kind of branched over. But I just wanted to know to get the concept. He was like, no, Maya, I'm not. I'm one day I'm with a woman and the next day I'm with a man. I said, okay, that's interesting. He's like, so I have a girlfriend and I have a boyfriend. But that's just who he is. Again, he doesn't say he's anything. I said, whatever lekker van my like, ga ik het eat.
There we go.
Okay, so that's
Yes.
that's,
like
please inbox Chenal.
Jy dat klom different vir nou.
I've got all kinds of friends. Let me tell you,
is funny.
every kind of person you can think of, I've got that friend.
A breaking up party. Okay,
Don't know, I can organize it. So,
Go Beans!
yeah, but
Staff party!
for julle wat undercover is, ek gaan hulle nooi.
Maar ek dink jy regtig ons moet meer undercover is,
Yes.
regtig is nou as regtig oudtyds
Yes.
om undercover te
It's
wees.
so,
Né?
I think, we know, us as a band.
Anyone in life, anyone.
I agree, I get you, but we are just in a space in our life where we are very far in our open-mindedness and
Yes.
we know what we want. Other people are at hulle klom nou net in die kas uit en die kas is in hulle mind.
But it's also
So we
society that's
Yes.
stopping them from living their life.
Yeah, but I feel
Alles
like-
bang wat mense gaan sê,
I feel like
obviously.
everyone, there's a time, and everyone has a time that they come out,
Yes.
or they admit, and everything takes time, and we can't force
Maar as
people.
lekker om 'n moffie te wees, julle. As
Okay.
baie lekker.
You know what, you say that, nou, so I was speaking to someone again. Nou het ek nou 'n probleem gehad met een persoon miskien in die community.
Woe.
Kan jy sê nie?
Ek gaan dit
Ons
nie sê nie,
weet
maar
mos
julle
wie.
weet wat.
Ons weet mos wie.
Ek sê sommer, ek dink sommer môre, ek sommer uitkom, ek sê I am gay. En nou as ek kan trek, nou gaan ek in jou poes laat. No, but
As ek verkeerd nie.
I just want to say, I'm just gonna do that, net dat jy in jou moer kan klap.
Very
En dan agteraf sê,
fair.
I'm joking. I'm joking, I'm not. Maar die ding is nou kan jy hulle fokol maak, want ek is nou part van die community.
Ja.
Maar as ek iets sê, terwyl ek in die community is, na jou poes. Obviously I can't use it like that, but I'm just saying.
It's also that thing of queer people are all weak.
Yes.
So once a straight man attacks a gay man, then is it now, oh nee, it's an attack, it's
Yes.
it's homophobia. But what is I gay persoon vir jou in jou moer maak?
Yes.
And that's the thing.
That's the thing, yeah.
And a lot of straight men have that mindset of we are the men. They
Yes.
are not men. What? Just because
Also,
you like
as
a specific
it's
thing.
weird because as hy iemand interview or whoever gets interviewed
Yes.
and they are giving their story, daai menie is jou story.
Yeah.
Daai menie jy moet defend wat die person sê.
Yes.
That's wrong,
But
that's
I thought-
right.
Die persoon se mond uit.
Is hulle story.
Why?
Whatever you
Goeie
are.
experience.
Die mens glo ek het hulle truth serum gegee was maar why you made them feel so comfortable and they spoke everything. I said listen here honey, they went to say that stuff before they got here.
Yeah.
So kan maak
Oh,
sy
in
jou
fact,
pen
they've
los.
been saying it. They just said it for the first time here.
Yeah.
And now it's like, how could you let them say that's supposed to be truth?
Dit is hulle eie geld.
And if I don't feel offended about
Yes.
it, I'm sitting here,
Yeah.
ek fully offended. Hoe kan bothered vir jou?
No, but that again, this is the judgmental.
Van innis, hulle van innis.
Almal wil innis,
Almal
mos
wil
maar.
innis.
Mr. Meyer kan nie glo dat hy interview gaan as. Shut
Because I
the
feel like that's
shut
what's
the
gonna
fuck
happen.
up.
That's gonna happen here also.
Yeah.
We know.
Why are 3 queer people on your
And that's
show?
your business. Not your business. You don't have to watch it.
You know, it's funny actually because we really don't give a fuck.
We don't,
Ja.
and we never said ons ken al die rights van die LGBTQ geire nie. Ons fight vir julle nie. Ons het hier because of you. No, we are human.
So now listen to this part. So now, obviously in the world, my actual profession. I studied journalism. So I'm a journalism student. I worked in journalism. So from radio to television to news, I've spoken to every single person from every walk of life. Now, then you have childhood friends. This is me now. Then I got childhood friends. Then I got religious friends. So now, then there's also just people generally in the world. Watch it, Mr. Meyer. This is from that community.
Yeah.
How can you interview 3 queer people?
Yeah.
Then I go, but this is my work and this is what I do. I interview every type of person.
Yeah.
If tomorrow we're talking to your 102-year-old grandmother, gaan hulle my vrou interview jy oma.
Yeah.
I speak to everybody. Again, there's nothing that people understand.
Yeah.
Like the way the world works. Also above and beyond it, alles allemaal just.
Yeah.
Learning
You said it.
You know what I mean? Like, but people like to put him out and I don't know why. I honestly
They wanna
don't
feel
know why.
included.
And I don't know why.
It's like I don't know what to say,
Say.
but I want to say something.
something, yeah.
Look, I post something that has very high intellect value, so something that you actually have to take apart and you need to
Yeah.
understand. And say, when I post something like that, you don't say anything.
Niks sê.
Yeah.
Ek moet nou net 'n video maak en sê, "Julle is almal nice."
Controversial.
7.5 million
Yeah.
people shared, viewed. Hoe kan jy so praat? Nou sê hulle iets nou, maar sê ek miskien iets wat julle moet note vat van. No, that's over the fucking head.
Yeah.
I'm not, niemand praat daaroor.
Because it's too much for me to think
Dis-
about.
I'm disinterested.
Because when
Yeah.
you do something good, no one remembers.
Yes.
When you do something
Something
bad,
bad.
no one forgets.
Yes, I got
Just
it.
need
100%.
to leave a vacation
Yeah.
soon.
Unfortunately, that's just the
Okay,
world
so
we live
now
in.
let's move on to this part. Now, let's say people who are watching this, right? Someone who's watching this might be a closeted gay person, whatever, or has dreams of becoming a drag queen. Again, we can't be for or against. Different people feel how they feel. Let's say they're watching this. They where you were 20 years ago. The headspace. What's your words to them?
Do you want to go first?
I think find someone that you know is in the queer community and that you can guide you.
Yes.
Sometimes it's difficult om alleen deur iets te gaan. Because being alone in a closet is nie lekker nie.
Yes.
So find someone. Try to message every person if you can. Someone will respond and say, you know what? I've been there.
Okay.
This is what you do. Say this, try this. So I think just find that one person, even us, as straight to the point, just watch maybe one episode where we spoke about how we came out. Maybe that enlightens you.
Yes.
Dis hoe ek hom doen. So I think just find someone or then educate yourself on what do I do now. And almal as dit storie gaan different is. Jou man, jou pa kan maklik vir jou in jou moer slaap.
Yes.
That's what jy bang om uit te kom.
Pa se pastoor.
So then find someone that can guide that situation. Waar jy nou, okay, don't tell them. Just come out as yourself. You don't have to tell anyone you gay. Just love them in your life.
My opinion, if there's a queer individual and you're closeted and you are thinking of doing drag, and you're not going to, and you don't feel comfortable, for example, so I'm just trying to give an opposite to what Emogan just explained. Try and do a lot of research. Google, YouTube, do a lot of research about drag queens across the world, drag queens in your city or like in your country. If you have the resources or you are able to purchase things, get a cheap wig at a Chinatown, get cheap makeup, play. You'll not understand as someone that's closeted or someone that wants to do drag to just put on that first wig or makeup and you just feel so empowered. So there's never going to be the correct time to start. You just need to start and allow yourself to feel and grow. And remember, it's okay for you to make mistakes. Just don't make the same mistakes the next time you do whatever it is that you are doing. And fucking just love your life, man. Just start loving your life.
You little queer kid.
You like that, you like that. You like that.
Was.
Listen, it's always going to be obstacles and challenges on your path, right?
Yeah.
But there's always going to be a way to overcome them. So walk that walk, babes. You're just sickening us, man.
Yeah.
Bad bitch.
Also, you're gonna look ugly the first time you get into drag. You gotta look ugly, and it's okay.
Yes.
It's okay. Take a picture, and that picture should remind you
This is what I don't want to look like.
Yeah.
for the
Okay.
rest of my life. So just build and grow.
Listen, before we get into the Would You Rathers here, I believe you guys are going to have a live show.
Yes.
That is happening at the Joseph Stone. Vertel toch die mensen wat gaat gebeuren.
So you can get your tickets for 150 Rand on web tickets. It's happening on the 28th of Feb at the Joseph Stone. It's a live podcast with lots of surprises.
Lots and
So
lots
there's
of
going to be so our previous live shows that we did, it was us there and it was very interactive. I think with this one, because it's a bigger venue,
Yes.
we want to have it be more interactive.
Interactive.
So it's more of a conversation. And there's like Emogan said, it's a lot of things that we want to share.
Like I had a conversation with Shazad as well. I said, so mensen, they support the show and baie van hulle is ook baie nuuskierig. Whether they want to know what's going on, but now can you buy a ticket and come? Now I was like,
Difficult. It's difficult. It's difficult.
So like I think you must also say it's open to everybody to come.
Anyone.
Like because
Anyone.
even if for somebody it's a learning experience, even just for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If you just want to laugh,
Yes.
fucking
Come.
remember, we speak about
Everyday things, yeah.
things. It's just from a queer perspective.
Yes.
So we're not going to sit there and talk about drag or being queer.
Ons gaan praat van jou man.
That word, eh?
Ons praat.
Bring some of your man stuff. Oh, we know him. Bring ons up. Hoe lang so bekend?
Your name is Johnny.
Time is tush, maak hom.
Yeah.
But it is open to anyone,
Yes.
everyone, anyone.
Yeah.
It's not just case specific.
Yes.
Or it's
think the
for
majority-
all.
Now I
of
want
the
to make that
people
very
are-
clear because it's the same like when people go to let's say a stand-up comedy, go to Mark Lotterin's show.
Yeah.
Are you going because what jokes is he gonna tell? He's telling jokes. So that's what I'm saying. Come before the experience of the whole thing. Anyway,
Because we found out who our fan base really is.
yes.
Us, yo man. We definitely found out. Ik wil een
We have a
picture van
big
julle.
fan base,
As
but
vir my
right on
vrou.
top is jou man.
It's for my vrouw.
As vir my vrou. Die pictures van my vrou julle man.
That's
Als je fout als ja, niet om je waist.
I saw a meme not too long ago, but someone actually posted to my hello Jessica ko halio man het my whole life.
En jou man is ook altyd ja.
I go huis maar I come. anyways.
Funny.
Anyways, I move on. I digress. Quickly, man. Listen, I have a few would you rather. This is for all of you guys, right?
Okay.
So, would you rather have to keep someone's dirty little secret or have a very dirty little secret of your own?
I want to keep someone else's secret.
Either it's like,
Ano, sa wal
as
klaar na mense
why,
se secret.
as a spicy tea, but either as jou of iemand anders. Jy moet dit hou. You can't tell anyone it was jou, but jy moet
Ek kan
graptig
nie
gaan met
meer
hy ding.
hou nie. Ek sê vir almal. Julle weet hy.
En sy gaan hoor.
Julle weet hy.
Okay.
Sy sê my nou is Nyala. Meisie. Dis 'n dikke rol. But my secret is wat vir myself.
Someone else's.
Okay.
I just think I'm an open book. So I will tell you my secret before it's a secret to
Want
me.
jy weet ek gaan.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
for me, I'll rather keep someone else's secret because
Okay, wait, let me change this thing. Are there any secrets that you currently have that you take into the grave with you?
I mean,
Yes, I do.
Okay. That's all.
yeah,
I do.
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
it might.
Sy het
Ja, tijd.
daai. Ja.
Yeah, it might involves men,
Das.
and which men it is. But men,
Okay.
specific men.
So, okay. Okay. Would you rather date someone who has to schedule intimate time or someone who's spontaneous but being intimate is less frequent? Let me say it again.
Schedule.
Schedule. Because our schedule
Schedule.
is busy as
Schedule.
well.
Okay, so schedule.
Schedule.
Right, Dinsdag na 8 o'clock. Kan ons
Ja.
vir
Ja.
as
En
hy
jy weet
weer-
mos ons moet toesoek.
Yes.
So het moet schedule. Kan nie spontaneous gebeur nie. Dat spontaneous ek op jou.
Wat kan je? Laat het bij je pa. Ik ga zo uitgelaten.
Sy weet.
Let's
Nou
just
dit
say,
favoriete geen jy wil goeie pa.
say it's best.
As best just
Prepared.
schedule. Okay. Okay, would you rather have a partner who's great at talking dirty or one who's great at physical affection?
Die physical.
Physical.
Jy kan kak praat die hele tyd, maar dan gaan na fokol aan nie.
Yes.
Ek is jou physical kat en is so talking that.
Talking dirty.
And when it comes to sex, I just
Maar
have
dat-
your lust
maar-
gemaak.
Huh?
En dan wat dan?
I imagine Jack will say, sorry. Ryan.
En dan zo lief. Leven.
No.
Leven.
Maar ek lief, as ek
Dis al lief,
was
okay.
ek so ruk van oh jare.
Okay. Okay, wag, hier is die next one now. Would you rather play spin the bottle with your boss or your greatest enemy?
Pas. Klok.
Ja. Ja.
Ek kan nou.
Why would I
Okay.
play with my enemy? Wat?
But I
Okay.
want to have something on you.
Yes.
Sy het ook my bek gelê. Sige.
No, I'll take pass.
I'll take the enemy.
Okay, would you rather have your parents, no? Or your boss over here, you talking dirty to someone?
God, ik is bij je van.
My maat my gevang al man.
Toe was het
Nie God my.
My maat my gevang al so I'd rather have the parents.
parents, it's fine.
Yeah.
You also.
Yeah.
Your maat's child.
Let's keep the business there.
Ja.
And
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
My ma gaan nie vir my snaaks kykie.
Maar
Okay.
depends ook of hy paas wil hê.
Okay,
Throwings, ja.
here's the next one. Would you rather have a juicy love letter intercepted either by your parents or have it intercepted by your siblings? Sê nou jy nou iets nou geskryf nou vir iemand.
Ek dink
And as no one needs to, no one knows about this. It's a very juicy letter. So either your mind pa kry boodskapie of your sibling.
Mijn man, papa, mijn sibling gaan mij gewoon.
Okay.
Mijn sibling gaan het gebruiken.
Yeah, against.
Ek
As
dink
it-
of parents is gonna not even tell you they found it.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, do you have siblings at all?
Papaya.
Fire?
It don't matter.
So you are
No.
one of 14 children.
Yes.
It's either 13. I'm not sure, guys. But I think I know 6.
You know,
I think.
and you
I
any
think.
siblings?
I'm my only child.
You were only child, and Maxine was his only child.
Ah, you could see it.
Ik ga voel dat is the only child.
That's why I have so many drag daughters.
Yes. Okay, lovely. And you?
Ek ook, ja. Also is Fiegels.
Fiegels.
Tobias boys.
Okay.
Girls, what do you boys?
Okay.
This is Fiegels. maar
With
Tobias
PS boys.
van
Okay. Would you rather have your scandalous browsing history checked, or every dirty text you've ever sent to be published?
Browse. Wat is dit?
So can you go through your
Ik
internet
weet dat.
browser
Internet
history?
browser.
But why niet normal goed wat je dan gaan googlen? Ik praat van
baie
like,
nonsens op
ja?
die tekst, hoor.
Of die tekst, nou wat je gestuurd het al, het wordt gepublished en allemaal kan gaan lezen.
No, not the text.
But then your nudes.
As ook 'n tekst moet.
Als we alles op gaan.
Is nudes, where's nudes?
En your text.
Aan die teksten. So as I had
Browse,
internet history of
browse.
alles.
As wat je gesearched het.
That's okay.
SMS. SMS.
Stepdad.
So what does that mean? So what porn you're into?
Ja, of your
Sulke
browse
goed
is-
toe, whatever
Yeah,
jy...
it's okay.
It's okay.
Without cloud.
Whatever
Okay.
you search.
Myne is
Okay.
weer, jy weet
Yes.
jy browsing.
Morgan sê dit weer stepdad. Son.
Okay, last couple of you now. Would you rather hear your neighbors hooking up or have them hearing you?
Hoor vir my.
Neighbors, jy wil die neighbors luister, wil hulle by jou luister.
I want to hear them because it's
Ah.
interesting. En ek sien net vir julle, hi.
Maar nou wat
Nou,
as
ek
die
wil
neighbor?
Ah.
Magritie en Pietie.
I don't care. I still want to hear.
Oeh, Piet is weer gesyp.
Nou aan net.
Net Piet is gesyp.
Ek wil weet.
Ek weet nie, ek is baie fascinated.
Ek
Ek is altyd aan mense op besigheid. Ek sal liewe vir dit.
Okay.
Don't even jy kyk die mense oor die pier. Kan jy
You will hear her have sex.
Wie sit staan langs aan my en die
Ek
mense.
staan ook daar nie oor die mense toe.
Dop.
Did I have yes I did.
You shit didn't hear me.
Okay.
Was traumatized.
Would you rather have your soulmate have a weird kink or only call you by your annoying pet name?
Depends on the kink.
Ek
Ek is oor 'n weird kink.
Weird kink.
Oh weird kink.
Depends on the kink though.
Okay. Nou,
Um,
jy sê weird kink is fine. Nou sê nou die weird kink is kan ek 'n honde saam na die kamer toe?
Solank dit gaar is.
Hoe lank het?
Wat? As jy om te eet. Pas om te eet. En daai nou weer.
Daai persoon.
En daai nou net daai stuk hier.
Ja, dis ek. Gee my 100,000.
Daai sê remember that night. Kan jy nou maar wat?
That's funny.
If that's a kink, would you?
Daai sê dat
Rather
wat
go
die
between toes.
Twinkle
van die
toes
kink
fine.
kan mos nie normal is iemand van whatever
That's
nou
why it's a
weird for
secret.
you as- Ja.
Nee.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Oh, maar vir my, vir my Ola is fine.
Okay. Let's have the last three. Would you rather have a friend with benefits or a one night stand?
Friend
Friend with
benefits.
Okay, so
They
you must
say
give us a
that I'm
reason.
probably the one
So
with
now
the
give us the reason why. So tell me why. So normally you give us a reason for why you choose the one over the
The
other.
reason why I choose that is because I know I can just holler at my friend. Show me what man. Buy a lasagna. Oh man.
It's easier.
Yeah.
Because I
That's
know I'm
easier.
not gonna go look out and go sleep with someone
Yes.
random. And I can sleep with homeboy.
Yeah.
Puta.
But Buddha didn't know.
Well, puta, wat doen ze nou?
Buddha, it's for you. Okay. Okay, this is nog een. Would you rather make out with someone who has very bad breath or very bad body odor? When I say make out, dis nou wat hulle sê make out. So anders is dan sal jy vies met 'n stinkbek of 'n stinkliggaam. Sy mond
Stinkliggaam.
Sy mond een is
Maar ons aan prende shower.
okay. Nie wat sê dit hy kan
stinkliggaam.
whatever he or she, hulle kan nou nie shower nie.
I can deal with
You can
someone's
deal.
flyer and body
Maar
smell.
ek gooi
But
baie
I
En
don't
'n mond.
want to, if I'm making out with you, I don't want, oh fuck,
Ja?
no.
gooi baie gou.
Jy?
Oh,
nee.
Ek is triggered hoor.
Yes. Ja.
Triggered.
Okay.
No.
Okay, last one. Would you rather date someone who is a sugar mama or sugar daddy or be the breadwinner?
David,
Sugar daddy.
stukkie klap.
Valid question.
Ons provide nie by
Nee.
wie.
Wat is zeker
Sy kry mos keer jou pers en sy sê, "Luister wat julle moet gaan werk nou. Bring my vir my iets huis toe."
Ek sal vir jou pak suiker bring, maar ek
Ja,
is
papa.
suiker nie.
Ek sal vir jou peace of my mind gee en
Ek het nog baie goed om te sê, but unfortunately it's time to go.
Maybe we
Vertel
should do
nog.
another one.
Sê vir hulle wanneer is die show laaste keer?
Right. Joseph Stone, get your tickets at web tickets, 150 rand on the 28th. Lots of surprises. So you need to get your ticket. Want jy wil hy person is wat daar sit en dink, "Arre, I should have
Yes.
lent the 150 rand."
yeah, and also just check us out on Straight to the Point.
Yep.
Like, subscribe, and follow.
Listen, last question before we leave here. So listen here, so say now, this now far beyond LGBTQI community now. So jy
As it
moet
should.
kies waar jy 'n giraffe of 'n hoender. Kamer toe. Ja,
I've been a giraffe.
sy moet nie kies.
Fuck you, ne?
Guys, thank you so much for watching this. Moet jy antwoord nie. Wat is jy? Hey! I guess, and I hope you guys are feeling good this morning.